I'm finally over being sick, so I can go back to making some videos of teaching you how to work your camera. Today I want to talk about exposure bracketing. So think about exposure bracketing as taking the same picture multiple times with slightly different exposures. This is super useful in high contrast scenes where the lighting can be really tricky. So like a dark foreground with a really bright sky, that's typically one of the most useful situations for like bracketing features. Most modern digital cameras are going to have auto bracketing, so it'll allow you to choose whether you want the camera to take 3 shots or 5 shots, and then you can also adjust how much it increases and decreases each one of those exposures. A lot of times it'll be like in a third of a stop increment all the way up to like 1 full stop. So for an example, say you're taking a picture and you've gotten your exposure set, you've zeroed out the light meter, but when you take that photo, it's just a little off and you're not quite sure if you need more brightness or a little bit less brightness in certain areas. By doing an auto bracket, basically the camera is going to take that photo and then it's going to overexpose one image and it's going to underexpose another image. And this is useful in tricky situations because sometimes you may not quite get it right, or the meter may not give you exactly the correct exposure for the scene, so now you've got more shots to choose from. The other great thing whenever you do an auto bracket like that is if you have good post-processing skills, you can go into Photoshop and you can composite the images, and then you can have a properly exposed dark foreground and a properly exposed sky because you've taken multiple images and stacked them together. So again, to recap, all bracketing is taking the same image multiple times with varying exposures of under and overexposure to help capture all of the detail in that scene and give you a little bit more options to work with. Hopefully that's an easy enough explanation to understand. If you've got any questions, as always, leave it in the comments. Feel free to shoot me a message and I'll help you any way I can. Have a great day.